Bears Bengals. Okay, Andy Dalton got hurt. Justin Fields got put in. Do you think this is a situation like Tyrod Taylor last year, San Diego, who got injured? I guess you could say early in week 2, and you never saw him again. You think Andy Dalton sees the field again for the Bears?
No, I don't think he does. I think unlike poor Tyrod Taylor last year, his own team doctors hurt him. With the shot that he got or whatever. But yeah, I don't think Andy Dalton's going to see the field again. We're not really sure if he's going to even be ready to play this week physically. But Justin Fields is going to have his troubles. But watching some of the Bears game as I did, I think he gives. As much as I hate to say that, he gives him a better chance to win. He's got mobility. He's got a pretty good arm. Let's face it. Andy Dalton now is in his 9th, 10th, 11th season. He's really just a placeholder, is all he is. And I'm kind of surprised that the Bears even went with him to start the season, to be honest with you. But I do understand why. The Bengals, I think there was a stat that at some point during that game, Joe Burrow threw 3 interceptions on 3 consecutive passing attempts. Yeah, which
one was a pick six.
Yeah, one was a pick six, and they still came. At one point they were down 20-3, and they still came back and made it a game. So I think the Bengals, are on the right track. But neither of those teams is going to be a factor, going further into the season. Let's talk a little bit about the Browns and the Texans.
Well, before we go to that game,
okay.
the Bears. Going back to the Andy Dalton thing, I bet he might not play this week, but I bet you as soon as he's healthy, they'll start him again, and then they'll pull him either that game or the next game. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what they'll do.
They could, yeah.
And you said Justin Fields gives them a better chance to win. I think if you just look at their, abilities and the way they play quarterback, I think you're right. Justin Fields would, but my whole thing is he's a rookie. Like, it doesn't matter how mobile he is. I just feel like, even Peyton Manning struggled as a rookie, right? I believe.
He did.
I just feel like you're always probably better off not going with a rookie quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah, we all agreed on that, especially when we talked about quarterbacks back in the summer. When we had our show. But I agree with you. But I think you have to assess your team, right? Are you a team that's got most of your pieces in place? Yeah. Of course, if you do, you're probably not going to have a rookie quarterback. But I guess if you're a team that has a rookie quarterback, usually you're a bad football team. In some cases, like the 49ers who drafted one, and the Bears were not a terrible team. They're probably middle of the pack. I think you have to look at, if you've got a pretty good defense, maybe a guy that can run the football a little bit, can get on the edge, can make some things happen, gives you a better chance to move the football down the field. Now, is he going to throw interceptions? Yeah, he's going to throw a lot of interceptions. Peyton Manning threw 20, I think, in his rookie season. But he also threw 29 touchdown passes. So there's you know what you got there with Peyton Manning. So I don't know. I think in this case, Andy Dalton certainly has not been playing that well. I think we referred to him as Captain Checkdown last week, and that's kind of what he is. So yeah, I think in this case, it gives them a better chance to win some football games because of his mobility and because of his arm. But I think all things being equal, I agree with you. I think you're better off not playing a rookie quarterback the first year.